Hello and welcome back to Simply Education, or if you're new here, hello there, I am Mrs. Wright and I am a first year 4th grade teacher. I'm so glad that you guys decided to stop by my channel today because we are going to have a fun little coffee chat in a new series that I am titling Stories from a Substitute Teacher. And this is going to be part 1 of many more videos to come. Now, I wanted to share this on my channel for those that are subbing right now in the classroom and are not yet full-time teachers, to kind of share my experiences, and as well just to look back and see what I've learned from those experiences as I approach gaining my own classroom this year. So today I wanted to share a story with you about a time I subbed for a 2nd grade class and kind of the situation that went down that day. So to start out, it was March 17th of 2022, this year, St. Patrick's Day. And I should have known how the day would go whenever I forgot to wear green for St. Patrick's Day. Now, that's just asking for trouble in a classroom of 7 and 8-year-olds. They are bound to come up to you and say, "Where's your green, Mrs. Wright?" and then threaten to pinch you, but not actually do it. Unless you're unlucky and they actually do pinch you. That didn't happen to me, thankfully. And so that was exactly the case. I showed up bright and early in the morning to get the sub plans ready, get everything set up. I'm the type of person that likes to go and get prepared and know what I have to do for the day. Sure enough, as soon as the students start coming into the class to eat their breakfast, I have not one, but maybe 3 students point out at once, "Hey, Mrs. Wright, where's your green? We have to pinch you now." And so, thinking in the terms of a 2nd grade student, I pulled something that they would probably do, and I took a green marker. Now, I don't have a green marker with me, but I'm just going to use this pen. And I took a green marker, and I marked a green X on my hand. I said, "Well, actually, I do have green today." And then they just stared at me and they're like, "Oh." And sure enough, it caught on, and some of the other kids did it too. They were going around marking their hands saying, "Look, I got green today, you can't pinch me, na 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 na," and the generic 7 and 8-year-old shenanigans like that. That was really fun during the day to get those laughs in. I thought that was hilarious. And sure enough, my air conditioning likes to kick in right when I'm recording. But that's okay. We're just going to power through it. You might have to turn your volume up just a little bit. Continuing on, what I was going to say is I was left a note by the normal classroom teacher saying that she had 2 boys who do not usually get along. And it's for silly reasons, such as he looked at me the wrong way. Now, I see that as silly, but like in the minds of a younger child, it's more serious. So I was hoping we would have no issues with that today, considering one boy sits on this side of the room and the other boy sits on the opposite side of the classroom. I was wrong on that front, and the boy that was sitting on this side, I'm not going to share his name, privacy, was called a mean name, and I do quotes because you'll find out shortly, by the boy on this side. I could tell that they were upset, so I went to the boy who was called the mean name first, and I asked him what happened. And then that's when he tells me, what the other boy called him. Now get ready for this. The other boy called him, apparently, dog wash. Dog wash. I paused and I looked at him exactly like that. Just instant confusion on my face, wondering what the heck he was talking about. After asking him about what that term meant, apparently they had used it in reference to being a terrible player at Fortnite or some other gaming system that they typically use. And I still was stunned because I had never heard that comment made before. I heard lots of things in my time working with students in classroom experiences, but never that. And so it took me a minute before I had to gather myself and then talk to each student individually and ask him, like, how can we fix this? How can we find a solution that's better? And after talking to them, I felt pretty comfortable that we had the issue resolved, but there was still more to come. Little did I know. So after that talk, I continued on. It was about the afternoon, maybe 1 o'clock or so, and that's when I was teaching them their math lesson for the day. I believe we were doing place value, something like that. And the students were just not focused at all, and something I had been practicing and working on while subbing to prepare better for teaching was classroom management. And so I kind of scanned the room and I noticed that the boy on this side, who was called Dog Wash, was upset because the other boy was supposedly staring at him, and he blurted out a few times, "Quit staring at me," and he's getting more and more frustrated by the minute. So I had to stop my lesson then and there because he's a kid that's had a history of getting angry easy, and I had to go talk to him one-on-one. I was able to cool him down after a while, and I eventually had to move their desks even farther apart, which I didn't think was possible in that classroom. It's not a small classroom, but still I had to move their desks farther apart and just talk to the boy, say, "Listen, I don't know if you were staring at him because I didn't see, but if you were, please just focus on your schoolwork, and then when you're done with that, if you have questions, you can ask me." Typical teacher spiel, right? So I'm very interested if you guys have ever heard that comment made before by a child or even an adult. Leave a comment down below if you ever heard of dog wash. Now, if it's something really inappropriate, I apologize because I don't know. I still don't know what the word means. And as the intro indicated, this was a coffee chat with me. This was a short coffee chat, but I intend to make the coffee chats longer, and not just me talking directly to you. I would like to do some Q&As too. If you have any suggestions for content that you would like to see featured, just leave a comment down below and I will do my best to feature that content just for you. And I appreciate you guys hopping on and watching this video. I intend to include much more stories from my times as a substitute teacher, and as I get into the classroom this fall, I'll get to share some stories from my time in my own classroom. As always, thank you. This was a video by Simply Education with Mrs. Wright, and stay tuned for much more content coming your way. Please leave a like for this video if it's something that you enjoyed, because that would really help me out, and hit the subscribe button as well. Thank you guys.